Welcome, friends, to the baby dam. Yes, I sound like garbage right now. I am dying from the Rona, but I'm going to try my best not to cough in your guys' ears. But I want to get this out for you guys because this is actually super exciting. So we're going to be starting a new series starting every Tuesday, and it's going to be new player tips on Tuesdays. So that is going to be the overall idea. And starting next week, we're going to have full on, like, I go through the most basic stuff of, like, you know, this is why we play this game, an introduction to the game. And we'll kind of go from there building out videos. But this is our new free-to-play account. This is the Baby Dam, and we built this account not only just to test the new stuff that we're going to be doing with the, you know, our free-to-play guide, but additionally it'll allow us to make new player guides that aren't going to be overly excessively, like, annoying because you don't have a whole bunch you don't know what it is. And it'll give me the opportunity to play through the beginning of the game once again, as well as check how long it takes to get to level 85 with the new changes that CG has put in place. And you can see here, level 56, that's insane. I've been playing for a week, and that is playing one time a day for a week. I have gotten to level 56. Like, that is insane. I cannot believe how fast this account is going. I've heard some people say they can get to level 70 in a week. I don't see that happening. It seems a little out of reach, but maybe with those extra refreshes you get from the energy, maybe it's possible. Because honestly, the big thing that's the big problem is just being able to do the quests. Because this is what's really pushing you. You know, you're getting tons of shards for characters, tons and tons of shards for characters. You're getting some gear, lots of shards. But the most important thing is you look at these 3,600 XP. You cannot sleep on that. Like, that is insane. That is wild. That is like, well, let's check right now. That is more than a level up right now. Like, I've literally finished some of these quests and gotten like 2-3 levels up in a row before. Like, it's crazy how much XP they're just handing out and how much ship shards they're also handing out. You're getting, you know, some TIE bomber shards. You're getting some bounty hunter shards, slave 1 shards. You're getting a lot of really solid stuff. You get a 4-star Ahsoka's ship, a 4 stars, Anakin, Ada. Like, you're getting tons and tons of really great stuff for free to play. And so I wanted to share just a couple little tidbits, couple tips for you guys who are starting free to plays, or maybe you're a new player. Either way, I'm going to share a couple tips for you guys. So, first things first, quests. Quests are your best friend now. They used to be like, oh, quests are cool, they're nice, they're helpful. Now they are like the thing that moves your account from point A to point B. You will level up so much faster as long as you're focusing on your quests. So make sure you're focusing down those quests as much as possible. Now, you're getting a lot of characters, and so this is the next thing. You're getting a lot of characters and stuff, but I don't suggest upgrading all of them. Upgrade them as much as you need to for like, you know, your abilities and that kind of thing, and like your quests themselves. But like, you don't necessarily need to work on all these guys. You get so many characters, you don't necessarily need to work on all of them. Like, you can see here, a lot of them are kind of sitting at this, you know, gear 2, gear 1 area. So don't be afraid to do that and focus down one team, because your account is going to move so incredibly fast, but that you only have time for really one team. And that one team I suggest is right here at the top. This is what I suggest working on. Super easy to work on with the current stuff. You're going to also continue to build up a fleet out of these characters, and you get their fleet anyways through things. So overall, this is going to work really well with just what you're getting, but you need a team that can get through galactic war, and so you need to focus down a singular team. You're going to need to focus down some dark side characters as well. I suggest something Empire related. You can see here I'm doing Dark Trooper, Darth Vader, TIE Fighter Pilot, and Moff Gideon. Try to get yourself an Emperor Palpatine. You have a solid Emperor Palpatine team right there, and it also builds into Imperial Troopers later, and then an Emperor Palpatine team is your other side. So like, it works out fairly well. So this would be my suggestion, is kind of focusing down this and focusing down your Empire as your 2 starting teams, because you just do not have time. Like, if you're trying to push as hard as you can, obviously you can take this at your own pace. If you don't understand the game quite yet, you can go slowly, you can go step by step. But if you're trying to bust your way to level 85 as fast as possible, you're going to really need to break into these teams. But they're still not going to be enough. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be enough. And so your next step is, you know, as you're starting to get into the game, you're going to unlock allies. and allies are going to be your best friend. And so you can see here I have tons and tons of allies with people that are relic characters. So you're looking for gear 12 to relic characters. You know, some high gear characters work as well, but you're trying to focus down people that have relic characters. And that's not going to come from the whole I go to squad arena and I fight against someone and then I can invite them to be my ally. That's not how you do it. You want to go over to Discord. So if you don't have a Discord account, Discord's your best friend when it comes to gaming. You should get a Discord account. It's free. It's a little confusing to start out, but you'll figure it out pretty quickly. This is my Discord, the damn Discord here. So if you go over to this Discord, you can go to ally codes, and you can right here say, hey, put in your ally code and be like, hey, I need some friends, I'm a new player, and people will add you. You can even find my ally code for my main account right here, and you can add me. I will add you back, and I'll start deleting friends from my account just to make sure new players can get some people in the roster. And if there's a specific character you see in my roster, you're like, I want to try that guy, you can DM me and I will put that as my main thing for you to use. So don't be afraid to DM me about that kind of thing. But there's tons of ally codes here to add. There's tons of people you can talk to. And almost every person that does content creation has an area of their Discord for this. So this is going to be really what pushes you, because like I'm hitting the point where I'm hitting mod battles way before I should. Like I should have some gear 7 characters, getting close to some gear 7 characters right now to be able to push my way through mod battles, but I'm just not there. It's going too fast for me to keep up with that. And so my characters are gear 6. My main team is gear 6, which is good. But like it's I need that gear 7, that protection. I need to, start pushing that direction. And so the fact that I can't hit that fast enough, it gets complemented by the fact that you have allies. Because, we can go into these battles and, oh no, this dark side battle, I don't know if I can do it with my current team because they're not fully leveled. Well, good thing I have access to all of these characters that I can borrow. Starkiller, amazing character to borrow. His basic is an AoE, so he just destroys every round for you. Like, so many good characters that you can pull from. So go find some content creators Discords. If you go to any of our videos, we have our Discord links in the description. You can go to Arnold's Discord, you can go to my Discord, you can go to Nutri's Discord, you can go to Asteroid Mech's Discord. We all have an area for this ally code thing, and it's really, really, really helpful. So that's the other thing that I've learned is ally codes, like, they were helpful, they were important when before this update, but now with this new free-to-play changes, it goes so incredibly fast. There's no way you can keep up with keeping your teams leveled up. In fact, I'm spending almost all of my energy on that. You can see here I have a couple farms saved, which is Captain Rex, Sabine, and Harrison Dula, trying to get them leveled up as soon as possible, because that's 2 ships that are for the Phoenix team and Captain Rex trying to go up. And this is going to be a Leia Rush account, so I want that Captain Rex leveled up as soon as we can. So Phoenix is going to be my first major team. But overall, I'm spending basically all the energy that I get on just getting this team up, as well as getting Geonosian Soldier up. He's a great first farm for Cantina, because he's a person for a ship. His ship's super easy to get. Overall, just super, super helpful. But already, like, dude, it gets crazy. Like, you look at the ships I have right now, and like, I'm not even level 60. I've got a Rebel Y-Wing. This is such an important ship. Like, we didn't used to get tanks at all. It used to just give us, some random characters, some random ships to get us started. But now we're getting things like tanks, and tanks are so incredibly important. Like, you get the Rebel Y-Wing, you get the TIE Bomber, 2 of the best tanks in the game. Like, it's so nice. The new player changes are insanely good. I've really enjoyed them, but they do fly like crazy. So please, if you need to, slow down. If you're a new player, slow down. If you need help, we will be putting out these new player tips on Tuesdays, so keep an eye out for those videos. But if you need help and you're like, oh, I can't wait for next Tuesday, obviously throw it in our Discord. The damn Discord is in the description. You can throw a question in there. You can even comment on this video, any questions that you have, and I'll be happy to help. So please reach out to the community. We love new players, and those of you who are running alt accounts, if you can't remember how something works in the early game, you can always ask the same. It's been a little bit of a learning curve for myself here. Additionally, another thing that's very, very important is going to be finding yourself a guild, which at this point, with the new way that this is doing it, where we're working so fast to get to level 85, it becomes a lot more easy to kind of get into guilds. I found that while I was looking for a guild. You know, I didn't even go into one of the big servers. I just went into our server and I got reached out by a guild, and they're like, yeah, you know, you're a new player, so we don't usually take new players, but we have room for a couple new players, so we're going to pick some up because it's not going to take them long to get to high levels, especially because you know what you're doing. And so, you know, finding a good guild is very, very important. Going back to that Discord thing, getting a good guild is so important. And so you can see here we've got a looking for guild section, or guilds looking for Padawans. So if you want to look through their ads, you can. But these can be really daunting because you'll see things like, oh yeah, you know, we're 5 million GP is what we're looking for, and things like that. And a lot of the times they're not like solid on that, because a lot of the times they just want full guilds, and they have like, you know, 5-10 open slots. And so if that's true, then you can weasel your way in by saying, hey, I'm willing to get like Watt ready geos, so I'm willing to get the Geonosian faction leveled up to gear 12, as well as I'm active every day, so I'm going to get you the 600 tickets, which means you're just spending energy every day up to a point of 600 energy, which will give the guild some stuff to start raids. So you could, going into the guilds looking for Padawans, you can kind of get like skeezed out and be like, oh, I don't think I could fit in any of these. So instead, I would highly suggest going for the looking for guild area and just typing in what you have. And this is not just my server. You can go to Arnold's server, and there's a section in here for it. Like, here's the ally code sharing for Arnold's account, so you can throw it right here. You know, let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Recruitment rules. We'll go looking for guild. Like, you have an entire section for all of this. So it doesn't matter which server you go to. You could go to Nooch, you could go to Scribes, you could go to Asteroid Mechs. All of them are going to have this kind of stuff, so that way you guys can find a guild, you guys can find yourself some allies, and you can get started in the game. Because I promise, the guild and the allies are going to be the big thing that keeps you on pace, because the game moves so fast now. Additionally, a little side note, you're going to be getting the basic training events and the fleet commander training really quickly. It's going to be a lot faster than you'd expect, and so you need to keep up on these, especially because the basic training leads into the expert training, and so it teaches you how each basic faction works, and then using that basic training, it gives you, you know, the more advanced version, and you can only complete each tier once per day. And so you want to get through those because it'll give you additional shards and get you into the next of the training events. And so you want to push through these as much as you can, because you can only do one a day. So very, very important. Overall, I am loving the new player experience as it is right now. I apologize for how crappy I sound, honestly, but like, this has been really cool to see. But keep an eye out. We are going to be doing some guides on this account. Yes, we are going to even do some small guides. Like, we might do the Thrawn event guide just for fun. It's going to be a super simple video because everyone's going to have Crex from here on out. And Crex makes that journey super easy. Like, literally the easiest thing in the world. But regardless, we will have guides starting every Tuesday for new players. Keep an eye out for next Tuesday. If you're not a new player, please continue to watch these too, for the simple reason that the more people watch them, the more it'll get pushed to new players when they start playing the game. So please do watch these Tuesday videos. I would very much appreciate it for those of you who are just part of the community already. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to hit us up in the Discord. Feel free to comment on this video. But those have been the couple things that have helped me most when it's coming to this, is trying to keep up with those characters, making sure you find a guild, making sure you find allies. That's super important. And then, of course, if you're pushing for the highest level as fast as possible, you are going for those quests as much as you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.